I've been thinking, sometimes our heroes are just human. Today I was watching an interview on YouTube. A man was talking about his father. He described him as larger than life, his hero, his idol. Then, in the very next breath, he described the pain, the absence, the complicated relationship, the things no child should have had to carry. And I just sat there thinking, that was my father, too. It's funny how someone you've never met can tell a story that feels like they borrowed pages from your own life. He even talked about growing up in South Jamaica, Queens. The streets, the names, the neighborhoods, people I actually knew. For a moment, I wasn't just watching someone else's story. I was remembering my own. Not long ago, I said I didn't care if my father ever called me again. And where I am today, that still hasn't changed. There isn't anything left for us to discuss. Life has moved forward. My energy belongs to healing, my children, and the life I'm continuing to build. But healing has also taught me something. Two things can be true at the same time. My father wasn't the father I needed, and he was still my hero. Some of my earliest, happiest memories belong to him. My mother wasn't there. He lived close by, so naturally, my little world revolved around him. When he worked in a toy store, I had the toys. When he worked in a jewelry store, I had engraved name necklaces, earrings, rope chains with my initial. Shirt King's sweatshirts, matching outfits, things every little girl remembers. As a child, you don't measure love the way adults do. You measure it in moments. And he gave me moments I'll never forget. He also gave me wounds I'll spend a lifetime understanding. Both are true. As I've gotten older, I've stopped asking why he wasn't different. I've become more interested in understanding who he was. Not to excuse anything, not to rewrite history, simply to see him as another human being. A man who had his own childhood, his own pain, his own limitations, his own unfinished story. Growing up, our parents seem almost supernatural. Strong, fearless, untouchable. Then one day you realize, they were just people trying to survive life, too. Some succeeded, some didn't, some loved the best way they knew how. Some never learned how. Today, I don't celebrate perfection. I celebrate perspective. I don't need my past to change for me to find peace. I can honor the good memories without pretending the painful ones didn't happen. Healing has taught me that forgiveness doesn't always mean reconciliation. Sometimes it simply means putting down the weight you've been carrying. So today, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to the Creator for allowing me to have the father I had. Not because everything was beautiful, but because every experience became part of the woman I'm becoming. The strength, the resilience, the independence, the ability to love deeply, the determination to give my own children something even greater. Life isn't always about receiving the parents we hoped for. Sometimes it's about becoming the adult we once needed. And maybe, that's one of the greatest ways we honor where we came from. I've been thinking, sometimes our heroes aren't heroes because they were perfect. Sometimes they're simply the first people we ever loved. And growing up isn't learning they were flawless. It's learning they were human. And